And now Wink Wilkinson's Weird World with your host, Wink Wilkinson. Hi, everybody, it's Weird Wink Wilkinson laughing and scratching at you. How's everybody doing today? I got a little bit of a stiff neck. Let me just fix this up. Oh, you got me! Oh, I feel so very weird.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? I'm Peter Cimetti, and I'm going to be talking to you guys tonight about King Cryptid. It's in demand right now, but it's still funding. That's what that means. A couple of you guys were asking, is it in demand, and what does that mean? What's changed? What's different? So I'm going to talk about that tonight. There's a couple things that are different already, and a lot more going to be different over time, but we're gonna get there eventually. But it's gonna look mostly like the campaign you've seen for the past month for about maybe 3 months or so, and then changes are gonna start to happen. I'm gonna go over some of those changes tonight. What's up, Blue Teddy? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining tonight. And of course, if you guys have questions as well about the campaign, about the books, about the characters, I'll get to those as much as I possibly can and go in depth and answer your question as much as I possibly can. And the reason I say that is because sometimes you guys have questions and I can't really fully answer them because I might give something about the story away. But any questions about the campaign or anything like that, I absolutely will do my best to answer your question. What's up, Cole King? How you doing? We got Manny here as well. You missed nothing yet. Nothing. We just started. All you missed was a really quick intro about what the show's going to be like tonight. Should be honestly less than an hour, I would say, but I've been wrong before. Hey Centric, how's it going? Thank you for joining tonight. All right, so let's dive into it. Last night was technically the last night of the 30-day King Cryptid campaign for issues 5 to 9, but the thing is that we are in demand. That's the Indiegogo term for still funding. But to me, you know, the campaign is still doing what it's doing. So it's still raising money. You could still back it, all that good stuff. We got really close to the 20,000 mark, and I'm hoping we could possibly even get there tonight. So we have 442 total backers on board, 19,863 raised, and we're going to keep on going. A bunch of things got added tonight. Advertising perks. So I was gonna add the ad ads tomorrow, but instead I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have it ready for the show in time. Let me just put them up and then tell you guys about it. You guys kind of get. I'm not gonna announce it till tomorrow, but you guys, if you're watching the show and you do want to get ads, go and get those ads tonight. You kind of have like a I guess an early bird, a sneak peek, that kind of a thing. You got first choice. Hey, what's up, Sketchosaur? Hope you're doing well. And I'll go over that as well, what the advertising perks are. Right off the bat, I'm going to go back to the Indiegogo. Hold on here. So right off the bat, you can see the featured perk has changed. It's not the 5-minute sketch card anymore. I'm going to have to say goodbye to the big guy. He's so big. Look at him. Taking up all that room. Let's see. Hold on a second there. There we are. All right. So the new featured perk isn't really new, but it's not what it used to be. It's the comics and box bundles. So you get 2 sets of the comics, 1 signed, 1 unsigned, and you get the box. That's $50. Now, it was the 5-minute sketch card perk, and the 5-minute sketch card perk is now no longer available for the entirety of the campaign. I believe it was, I think 24 of them sold. So thank you guys very much if you did get one of those. I'm looking forward to getting those done for you. But that was just a limited time perk in terms of both the amount that were being made, because I only put 50 in total up between the main perk and the add-on. And then in terms of how long it was going to be up on the campaign. And that was just until yesterday. So a couple of you guys got a last-minute 5-minute sketch card yesterday. Thank you very much. But yeah, now it's been taken down. So that new featured perk is up. Advertising perks are not up on the Indiegogo campaign. So let's go right to the alternate campaign. Right here. There we are. Love this little scroll of the covers. So advertising perks are up right now. I didn't think I was going to get these up in time for the show tonight, but I did. So I figured why not? Like I said, give you guys a bit of an early offering. If you are interested in taking out an ad for the book, keep in mind there are no back cover ads available for King Cryptid. And that's for forever. Because on the flip side, the whole series is always going to be like this, every issue. The flip side for the back cover is another cover. So you get 2 covers for each issue. And then, you pick and choose whatever you'd like to display, whichever one you like the best. Instead of having to buy 2 issues to get 2 covers, you get 2 covers for 1 issue. So the full page ads. We've got about 8 to 10 full page ads depending on the issue. Issues 6 and 7 will have black and white interiors. Issues 5, 8, and 9 will have full color interiors. So if you get a full page ad in issues 5, 8, and 9, you can have a full color ad. If you get a full page ad in issues 6 and 7, it must be in black and white. $25 for the full page ads. It doesn't matter if it's black or white. It's like a Michael Jackson song. So basically there are as many of the full page ads up and available as is available within the book. So some of the stories are a little longer than others, so there's less ads, that kind of a thing. There's a letters page as well. There's the Mail to the King Cryptid Sightings page in the book too. So that takes up a spot. So just keep that in mind. But the full page ads are up right now. If you want to get one, get them all, whatever. There's no limit on the ads. No limit on the ads. So you can get in there and get whatever you need. Full pages are $25. Inside back covers are $50. And those can be all full color because the covers are going to be full color. So you don't need to take out a black and white ad for just because the interior is black and white. And the reason that we can't print, just to save any confusion, the reason we can't print a full color ad with the black and white interior is because when it goes to print, it just prints with the black ink. So just the black with, there's no actual color white. The white's the color of the paper. Just in case it's not self-explanatory. So when you scroll down a little bit here, you see we've got inside back covers for all of them. Number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. Those are just one each, because there's only one inside back cover per issue. Now for the inside front cover, again, those can also be in full color. Those are $75. That's technically the best ad spot on these books because, again, we don't have back covers being offered as ads. Last year on the campaign for 1 to 4, I think it was about 2 weeks. I think 2 to 3 weeks, most of the ads sold out, and then another 2 weeks, 1 or 2 that were left sold out. So it took about a month or so in total. I expect it's going to be roughly the same amount of time. So you don't want to wait too long. They're probably only going to be around for a month or so tops. If not, you get a little lucky past that point, then great. But the inside front cover, $75 again for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. No back cover spots, so keep that in mind. These ads are due February 2024, so you have a lot of time. Keep in mind that these books are going to be going out to everybody around June, July 2024. So when you put your ad out, don't put something that's timed for December. Don't put something that's timed for March, not even May. Hell, I wouldn't even say put something that's timed for June or July. The reason being is because by the time people get it, you want them to have enough time to know what it is. The best bet on advertising is when you're going through and you're putting something that's considered evergreen, something that somebody can look at a year even from now. You know, they go to your webpage, they can go to your store, whatever it may be. If it's an event, if it's something like a crowdfunder, if it's something that's timed specifically, I don't recommend putting the ad in there unless it's around October 2024 or later. Now, you'll absolutely have the books by September or whatever, even August. But like I said, people get their books. Sometimes they don't get a chance to read them right away. You don't want to have that chance of, you put out that ad for August or September, and now they're finally getting a chance to read the book, and it's 2 months later or something, and now your ad, poof, it's invaluable at this point. It's a relic of the past. Again, if you do put time-specific ads, make sure you also have something to direct people to in case that event has passed. So a website, whatever else it may be. I just want to make sure you guys get the most bang for your advertising dollar. I hate whenever we've had something in the past. It's only happened maybe twice before I started mentioning things like this. When we've had people that go in there and it's specifically a day and a link, and then that's not available anymore, or it's a coupon code, or it's something like that, or it's for a show. Once that passes, and then the ad is just, there's always at least some kind of value to the ad because they'll see it, and then hopefully if they're interested, they'll look you up or whatever it is. But the value and the impact severely goes down at that point. So I want to make sure that you are getting the most for what you're spending on advertising, and you're not spending a whole hell of a lot. This is some of the cheapest ad rates around, especially because King Cryptid is by and far number 1 and 4, number 1, 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Easily by and far the highest selling, most popular books that we sold last year through Alterna, and 5 to 9 are shaping up to become the same thing. So you guys are really, if you're looking to spend advertising dollars here, King Cryptid is the most popular series we have right now, and you're going to get the most eyes on your ad. So that's up early for you guys tonight. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this up until tomorrow. I got these up before the show, so there you go. And I'm not telling anybody about it yet. I'm not going to announce it. I'm not going to tweet it. I'm not going to put a newsletter out, nothing like that, till tomorrow. So you guys that are right here, right now, 20 or so of you that are watching, if you want an ad, there it is. Let's see here. Edwin, what's up, Edwin? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping by. We got Holy Hand Grenades. How's it going, Holy Hand Grenades? And also Shadowhawk Talks is here. What's up, Shadowhawk Talks? So that's right off the bat. That's the first thing that's different about the campaign. Now, a couple different things to come as well. So we do have the full moon and new moon specials, and you can get the supermoon bundle and just kind of get them all and not have to worry about it. You don't have to track them down. You got to worry about the calendar. You don't got to worry about missing out on any. Sure. So you get 12 to 14 of those. I'm going towards 14 items. Or at least not items. It's going to be more than 4. It's going to be way more than 14 items, because there's a couple of different full moon and new moon perks that are going to be a combined bundle, and you'll see that as it comes. We're going to have like the Necro gift shop. So the New England Cryptid Research Organization, when we do the Necro gift shop, is going to generally have a handful of items. It's going to be treated as if it was you taking a visit to the gift shop. So there's going to be various items you would find at a gift shop, and they're going to look pretty legit. So if you run around with these, people are probably going to think you visited a certain place and maybe ask you some questions. You can also get the King Size Campaign subscription, which includes the Supermoon bundle as well. So again, if you don't want to miss out on anything, go for that. But if you do want to do your due diligence as a backer and you want to check everything out as it unfolds, make sure to keep your eyes on the skies and look at the new moon and the full moon. Mark that on your calendar, look that up. We got a new moon coming up in August. That's on the 15th, well, on the 16th. On the 15th, 16th, and 17th, I'm going to have the new moon special go up. Full moon. We have another full moon this month. So we had one on the 1st. We're going to have one at the end of the month. So again, take a look at the calendar. We're going to have that perk up. And these are surprise limited edition perks. Most of them, not all, but most, are limited specifically just to this campaign and will not be sold again. Some of them, depending on the amount that we have left, I might end up offering at the end of the campaign, right as fulfillment begins. So if you guys missed out on something, you want to pick it up. But even then, it's usually less than 5. Usually less than 5 of each thing. Some of them, I tell you right now, like the felt ornament for the previous full moon is not being offered again. That was it. So we're not going to take another order for those because so many are already gone between people purchasing the Supermoon bundle and the king size campaign, and then I think like 6 of them sold between the website and the Indiegogo, something like that. So they're all gone. The specials are on both the Indiegogo and on the Alterna site. Keep that in mind too. And I'd say practically all of them have free shipping. So again, we try to keep it so that if you're a backer already, when these add-on type limited edition sort of things go up, if you do want it, it's not going to necessarily increase your shipping cost. And it'll be free shipping worldwide too. The next one coming up, do you guys, I guess I could tease that. It's only in a week, right? All right. So I already have it. Let's show you guys. So it is this, the Old Man of the Mountain. And now you can see here, this is a magnet. It's about a 3x3, and you see the outline. The carving of the face. And the Old Man of the Mountain, it is in Franconia, New Hampshire. It's a real landmark, or at least it used to be. Sadly, the face of the old man has kind of dropped off over time. But this is a magnet. There it is again. And this will be free shipping worldwide. This is a character as well. It's a character. It's a landmark. It's a great deal many things. You can go look it up. You can Google some imagery of when the old man maintained his entire profile. Big landmark here in New Hampshire, and also a character in the book. He plays King Cryptid's mentor in the book. So that is going to be $3 free shipping. $3 free shipping worldwide. That's going to be the next new moon special. So you guys that are here tonight are getting a lot of little bonuses, a little an in on what's occurring. Whether you're here live or you watch the stream later on, you're getting a tip to a bunch of different things. What's up, Xgal? Hope you're doing well. We got Blaze here as well. Manny says, werewolf time. Yeah, when it's a full moon, you get that blue moon especially. You get 2 times a month. All right, so going back here, I want to show you guys something else. We are also doing, we're making patches. So let's bring that up. Where is that here? There it is. All right, so you can see this right here. This is a patch here on this hat. It's a Velcro backed patch. It'll stick to a lot of things. It'll even stick really well to a beanie. But we're going to be making patches. If you've got the Velcro hats with the 3x2, you could put that on the hat. And then this is going to be $7. It's an embroidered patch with the logo. Instead of having to purchase, we started doing this a couple years ago. Instead of having to purchase entirely new hats, everybody could just get a Velcro hat. We sell these on the Alterna site, the hats, if you do want one. And then the patches are there too. This patch as well is on the Alterna site. And what I mean by that is this, so you could see. See, the King Cryptid patch. Do I have one that I could show? Yeah, you can see it. All right, so we're going to put that logo patch up as well. And that's going to be up eventually as one of the moon specials. Something that's also going to be up is this patch, and it's going to be included with the first Necro gift shop. So it's a circle patch, 3x3 circle, or 3-inch circle, I should say. It's not 3x3, but it's a 3-inch circle, Velcro back patch. And you could also put those on the hats, but you could put them anywhere. A lot of you guys really love the patches from last year, so figure you might as well offer 2 this year. We'll have a tote bag. There's going to be a pencil. There's a sticker. Eventually we got a coin. A lot of you guys like the coins from last year. We're going to have a Necro coin. It's going to be in full color. So that's going to be up eventually too. I I'm already spoiling too many of these. So that's all you're getting for now. Maybe I'll spoil them again in a couple of months when these all have come out. But yeah, this patch is nice. It's an embroidered patch of the New England Cryptid Research Organization logo. And yeah, you guys are getting the inside info nice and early. Let's see, what else do I have for you guys? Because all right, let me talk about the things that are going to happen to this campaign over time, because there's going to be things that come down. There's going to be things that we take down. Not for a couple months, though. Not for a couple months. So this is the stuff you really want to get that is... time is of the essence. We'll say that. Because, as we all know, a month goes by, 2 months goes by. It's like, it's Christmas before we know it. And you're like, whoa, like, when did I miss out? It's been like 4 months, and now all of a sudden, 3, 4, 5 perks are taken down. I missed out. I don't want you guys to miss out. So these are the things that are going to start coming down first, because we're going to start going into production with them. And when we go in production with them, I have to go in production based on the numbers we currently have. All right, so let me scroll down a little bit here. The first thing that's going to be coming down in about 3 months, so around November, right, is going to be the glow-in-the-dark shirts between the new one and the one from last year. Now, if the one from last year we sell through the stock we have, then I'll go back to print. It's staying up the whole time, so you guys don't have to worry about being limited in number. But most likely, because there are a bunch of you that did pick up last year's shirt as well, but for this year, most likely we will go back to print. But either way, these are going to come down around November, probably around mid-November. That's what I'm looking at right now. This way I can get those in production. Then we're going to have... Where is it here? We got a bunch of things on this campaign. Let me scroll down a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, we got the patch from last year. We got the coin from last year as well. Similar prices for everything. So the Necro coin will be $7 as well. Did I put that on here yet? No, I didn't. Okay, one thing I do want to tell you guys is the short box house and the short box, right? Now the short box house is going to stay up. We're gonna have them. We got a bunch of short box houses. If you want to order a bunch of short boxes, because these are just BCW short box houses. If you order something like $100 worth of short box houses or anything from BCW, you basically get free shipping. So before you place an order through Alterna, and they're cheaper if you do that too. I'll let you know that right now. The reason they're priced what they're priced on Alterna right now is because the shipping is, it's a pretty penny for us to ship out the short boxes. It's a giant oversized box. I got to get so the box itself is like $2-3. I got to get bubble wrap. I got to do a lot more with it, and then we get an upcharge in what the shipping cost is. So that's why the short box house here is $20, as opposed to if you go to the BCW site. And I think you can get it, maybe if you ordered like 10 of them or something, you can get it for as low as like $7 or something like that. I think the last time I checked it. So if you are planning on getting more of these, I mean, that's what I use throughout here. Like, it's changed my life in terms of comic storage. Go to the BCW site, order it from there instead. Now, if you just want to get one of them is going to be cheaper to order from us than it would be BCW, because you'd be paying what it is over there plus the shipping, and it's going to be most likely more than $20. Whereas it'll be part of your free shipping if you're in the US. You see what I mean? So it's one of those things where if you do want to get a bunch of them for your short boxes, let's say you've got a bunch of short boxes and you'd really like to do that too, with not just the Alterna ones, but whatever, go to the BCW site. The Alterna short boxes, like King Cryptid, Blood Realm, Unit 44 is going to come up soon. That once we sell out, that's it. We're not going back to print. So if I do sell out of these short boxes, these King Cryptid ones, during the course of the campaign, we're probably not going to make another one. It'll be a new design. We won't make another one for probably 2 more years. So just think about that. If you do want this one, it's limited. And we don't have a whole hell of a lot left. So just think of that and spend accordingly, I suppose. Now, the next thing that would be coming down that's a new perk, would be the trading card binder. Trading card binder will probably come down around January. So starting the new year of 2024. So again, I know these things sound like they're far away. Sure, it's coming down around November. Trading card binder coming down around January. But I want to make sure that we get everything together, everything set. And I'm, of course, going to order more than what I'm not ordering things right to a T of what you guys ordered. I'm going to order more, but then that's eventually going to be available on the site after fulfillment is done. So if you want to guarantee that you get the shirt size you want, the shirt you want, and the binder you want, make sure within the next couple of months to place that order. The story script is going to come down also around January, February. So again, once the new year hits, a bunch of things are going to start coming down. So trading cards are going to start coming down. That's also the boxes as well. That's going to start coming down. We're going to start taking down things like the king size campaign subscription. That's going to come down in January. So that's a big one because some people are trying to save up. There's multiples of you right now that have asked when we went InDemand if the king size campaign subscription was coming down, if the Supermoon bundle was coming down. Those are going to be coming down. The Supermoon bundle is going to stay there the whole time. So that's not, don't worry about that. That's going to stay there until fulfillment begins. So until we get the books in. Because once all the books go to print and everything else, there's no more, and even before that, I probably around February, March, we're going to stop with the new moon, full moon stuff. So once that happens, Supermoon bundle is going to come down. So you have a while for that. You probably have the longest amount of time other than the books. The books are obviously, you're going to have the longest amount of time to get those. But the first, January 2024, king size campaign subscriptions coming down. The trading cards are coming down. And then also the collector boxes are going to be coming down around February. So the collector box number 1, we've got a bunch of those. If we sell out, we sell out. I don't see that happening right now at the pace that they're being ordered at. It's not even, I think, 20% of what our overstock is. So I don't foresee that happening. And again, keep in mind too, the king size campaign subscription is just new items. So you're not getting like collector box 1, issues 1 to 4, etc. It's just new items being offered this year for the first time. You're not getting the short box, all that stuff. Just new stuff for this year. And then with the collector box, again, that stuff is going to start coming down as well. Sketch cards, sketch commissions, all of that, that's going to start also coming down in the new year. So again, keep that in mind. Basically, a good rule of thumb, and I know some of you guys might be thinking, you know, make everything come down in January. But the thing is, some of these things take a little longer to produce. So I don't want to wait till January to take everything down. That's why the shirts are going to come down around mid-November, and trading card binder is probably going to come down around December. But then once January hits, it's really going to be just like one after the other. So you want to make sure that you're getting the things you want to get. As far as the advertising perks, these are staying up until February. Until February. So in some, if by some weird circumstance, we still have advertising by January or February, and it's still available, it'll still be there. But I absolutely need the ads by February. So keep that in mind. I could take them way before. So if you get an ad tonight, I can take the ad any point in time as soon as it's ready. If you want to just get it done, get it over with, and then I just file it away, that's fine. I could do that. But advertising last year, 5 to 6 weeks, all of it was gone. So you want to make sure, again, with this year, if you do want to get the advertising perks, act quickly. Hey, what's up, Rick Saylor? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining tonight. And I love how attentive all of you guys are. I can tell because the chat is relatively quiet. It's very it's interesting. Thank you guys. Sirius says more. Okay, so it's mostly about, because I don't want to give away the new moon and full moon perks. I know a lot of you guys like the surprises of those, so I can't exactly share that. I've already shared more than enough. I shared a bunch of it a couple weeks back on a show. I shared a little more tonight. Something else I want to share with you guys. So we've got the books. There's pages being made, all that stuff, things getting put together. Now again, if you missed the beginning of the show, advertising perks are up right now, so you can go and get that. All right. So I just wanted to make that clear. Pages are being made and put together right now. I'm going to be lettering them. Something that I wanted to get to sooner, but I haven't been able to get to it yet, is the back cover for number 8. I had an idea for the back cover number 8, and then I switched that idea, and I said, you know, I think I'm going to do this instead. It's more impactful with the story. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get that done soon. I just want to make sure that instead of putting like 3 or 4 hours towards getting the back cover done for number 8, because it's not entirely crucial. It's fun, but it's not crucial to you guys necessarily buying those issues. I want to get fulfillment done on the alternate campaign, the winter campaign that has it came out on Wednesday number 20, Blood Realm number 12, Unit 44 number 7, Wolf and Batsy number 7, and Horace H. Hoover number 2, and also the Wolf and Batsy blank variant for number 7 as well. So I want to make sure that I get that done for you guys that are waiting on those. Not too many more people are waiting. There's about 100 more packages that need to be shipped out. About 70 to 75% done with fulfillment. So about 10 more days or so left for that. Like I said, not a ton left, but I want to make sure I get that done first. I wanted to have the cover done for today. Just ain't happening. I can't manage to bring myself to do that. It's not crucial yet to it. It's more crucial that I put 4 hours into shipping packages, you know, getting like 20, 30 things packed up for you guys, and it is for me getting a back cover done again. So it's just a nice thing for you guys to see. You will see it eventually, and we have a lot of time on this campaign. Same thing goes with the preview pages. I'm going to put more preview pages up. Eventually, we're going to have 5 full preview pages for each issue. So you'll see the first 5 pages of issue 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm going to be rolling out 1 a month per the rest of the campaign. And then you'll see everything put together. At least 1 a month. Sometimes there'll be 2 or 3. It depends on the how fast a lot of the artists get things done too. There's already 2 to 3 preview pages for each book in the can. I just got to letter it, and then the artists are just going to hit the ground running probably around September or so. So we got a lot of stuff coming down the line here, and I appreciate that, Rick. Jeez, man, oh man, you guys are great. Seer says, I enjoyed those winter campaign books very much. Oh, glad to hear that. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on that campaign. And then, of course, this doesn't have to do with King Cryptid, but I got to get those other books out to print as well. So we'll probably be getting those books on the August campaign, getting those out to the printer towards the end of this month. And then, I mean, there's a ton of things going on. There's so many things going on that I don't have time to tell you about how many things are going on. But I'm doing it anyway. So with King Cryptid, I can't express enough how much I'm so grateful for your support and the enthusiasm behind these issues. It really means a lot. I mean, just looking at the campaign one more time, we're at 442 total backers with 19,863 raised. So we've got, what is that, $137 away from the $20,000 milestone. That's incredible. Now I'm comparing this with the previous campaign. The previous campaign raised about 26 or 27,000 after 60 days. That was a 60-day campaign, and then it went in demand. So let's see what we do in the next 30 days. You know, in the next 30 days, I think we can get to 26, 27,000. You know, we got advertising perks up. There's a lot of great stuff on this campaign. There's a lot of people that are waiting on their alternate perks. before they back this campaign. I completely get it, completely understand, you know. So I think we can reach that. I think we can reach where that first campaign was after those first 60 days. And then after the year or so, the first campaign was at, let me see. It's listed on here because it's a stretch goal. The first campaign after about a year was at 41,472. I think we could do that as well. I think we could beat that this year. And there's a lot of extras. So right now, you guys are getting a bunch of extras when you back. So for physical perk backers, you get the Behemoth card. That's Alternate Series number 20. If you were a day 1 or 2 backer on July 8th or 9th, you get the Victor Lugo badge. And this is a plastic badge. You know, it's got a lanyard hole and everything ready to go. And those are going to go into production soon. We got the King Cryptid desktop and mobile wallpaper pack. And that's going to be for everybody. Even if you're a digital backer, you're going to get that sent to you. A bunch of you guys already got that. But what I'm going to do anyway to make sure that we cover all the bases is at the end of the campaign, I'm going to send it out again to everybody. Just to make sure. Because I found that when I sent this out the last time, our email servers were being really weird. And a lot of emails were bouncing. And a lot of emails weren't getting to us. We had to switch the servers and leave the previous server and move to another server. And in doing so, I lost all the data from the old server. Technology is wonderful. But now emails get through. So that's good. But I want to make sure everybody gets that, so that's going to be sent out again when the campaign ends. And then you also get a random King Cryptid Series 1 or 2 trading card. So that's basically a card between number 1 to number 18. And you can see it here. If you get the full set of Series 1 and 2, you'll have 2 complete pages of the King Cryptid trading cards along with those 2 stickers. So each pack comes with 5 cards and 1 sticker. There's been about 600 packs that have sold so far. So again, a lot of you guys have been asking about that. When we go into production on the trading cards, what's going to happen is like, okay, let's say there's 1,000 packs that have sold. Sketch cards are 1 out of every 50 packs. So there's going to be 20 sketch cards then, randomly inserted over the course of the 1,000 packs, and so on and so forth for all of the different cards that are bonus cards. So keep that in mind. Now on top of that, what's happening is that with the sealed trading card box, and I went over this before, but I want to do it one more time. The sealed trading card box right here, just so you guys are fully aware, you get, let me make sure it's showing on the screen. Yes, it is. So you get 20 packs plus bonus cards, right? So it is not within the packs that you get the bonus cards. It's not like I'm picking and choosing packs that have the bonus cards. I mean, that's a near impossibility for me to do that anyway. What's happening is that you get 20 packs, and then there's another pack with the bonuses inside. So there's a signed card, a power profile card, a Moonlit Monsters card, and a sketch card inside of a bonus pack. And you get a signed 4x6 that is 1 of 1. Exclusive. You're the only owner of this signed 4x6 on the entire planet for all of history. It's not something that's made more of. It's not something that I'm going to have. You're the only person that'll have this, and it comes only with the box. All right, now the box is going to be sealed in shrink wrap. So you could choose not to open it. You could choose to just keep it as like a collector thing or whatever. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. But on top of getting the bonus pack with the bonus cards, you get 20 packs that are from the production line, essentially. So what happens is that within those packs, you might actually have more bonus cards inside of them. The odds that you don't have any in the 20 packs, you don't have a signed card or a power profile or a Moonlit Monster or a sketch card, the odds are very low. Very low. So, because there's before we just had the signed cards and the sketch card. So you're going to get more bonus cards this time around. Now, if you get that box, like I said, you might actually end up with 2 sketch cards. You might actually end up with, you know, an extra Moonlit Monsters card. Those are glow-in-the-dark sticker cards. So keep that in mind. A bunch of you had thought that, and it's my fault because I probably didn't explain it properly. A bunch of you had thought that it would be like the packs within the packs, the 20 packs, you would have these bonuses. And that's true, but you're also getting the separate pack with all of the bonuses. So you could end up absolutely with more than what you had paid for. And then plus that box is amazing. I'm going to start getting the prototype boxes in here around November as well. Before we do the big production run, I like to get the prototype boxes for both the collector box and the trading card box, and I can't wait to show that off to you guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. There's always something in the prototypes where I go, oh, okay, you know, you see it in print now, and you got to tweak something for the finalized run, which I know some of you guys really like to collect the prototypes, so usually I auction those off. I'm also going to be, speaking of people who like to collect the prototypes, what's up, Brian, suddenly old? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Ruby Jade says the wallpaper perks are cool. I have the Lucent as my background right now. Awesome, man. Yeah, I love seeing those from the different campaigns. It's great. It's so immersive. Let's see. Adam Warlock, what's up? I see that you're all out of bubblegum tonight. Nice shirt. Thank you. Yeah. Rowdy. Adam Warlock says, I got my comics yesterday, Pete. Thanks. Wolf and Batsy is fun as always. Yeah. Number 7 was probably my favorite issue so far. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Blue Teddy says, dang it. I went through and updated my address on all of my Indiegogo books, but I forgot I'd backed the last alternate campaign. Did it ship out already to you? If it shipped out already to you, hopefully you have forwarding or something. If it didn't ship out already to you, can you let me know? Send me a DM or an email. Email contact@alternativecomics.com, and then let me know the address change. Darth Josh, what's up, Darth Josh? Hope you're doing well. Brian says, wiped, but glad to be here. Oh, had a long day, huh? I hear you. Blue Teddy says, yeah, it did. I do have forwarding, though. Okay, good. It should be taken care of then. Fingers crossed that it gets there safe and sound. Let's see here. All right, so let's get to this again. I was going through some of the bonuses for you guys. All right, so you get those trading cards as well. You get a random one. So just in case you don't even buy a pack, you get a trading card anyway of the King Cryptid series, as well as the Behemoth card. Now, of course, you could purchase those things separately. A bunch of you guys have also purchased extra Behemoth cards. This way I could sign one of them and that kind of a thing. When we reach 30K, all physical perk backers get this clear King Cryptid logo sticker. So it's 4.5 inches by 2 inches tall. That's kind of cool. You can put that on like a binder, wherever. A King Cryptid binder, maybe. Or the Alterna series binder. It'd probably look cool there. You could put that wherever you'd like to put that. Go for it. It has a nice clear background. It's just the logo. And then at the 41,473. So if we beat the previous campaign by $1, we're going to have this 11x17 poster by Keir Covington. A nice big old profile shot of King Cryptid himself. Additional stretch goal bonuses. All right. So we have a backer bonus coming up real quick. The backer bonus is at 500 backers. You get a random 6x9 print. So it's one of, let me see, there's 4, 8. So yeah, one of 18. One of 18 6x9 prints you'll receive. I'm signing those too. I forgot to write that on here. I probably should. I'll do that after the show. I'm going to sign those when we get there. So it's going to be a random 6x9 print, of course, a King Cryptid print. But I'm going to sign them. And that's going to go to every physical perk backer once we reach 500 backers. And we're super close to that, as you could see. 442 backers, we're 58 away. So we definitely will reach that. Then there is, at the 1,000 backer mark, a King Cryptid bookmark. That's going to be fun. And I'll show that when we start getting closer to that. So when we get around like the 900 backer mark, I'll show you guys the bookmark design. I really hope we get to this. I'm going to keep it on the campaign always, every time, until we can get to it. But the King Cryptid paper crown. So King Cryptid's crown of bone is going to be an 11 by 17 printed out on cardstock, folded in half, so then this way it can ship easy to you guys. That's going to be something that you can cut out. It's going to have like the little lines on it, so you can cut it out. And then that's going to be at 1,345 backers, because it beats by one. It beats the previous campaign record, which is obviously 1,344. Really hope we could do that. If we can't do that this year, we'll do it next year and offer it again, and so on. Stretch goals for monetary milestones. We've got the Necrophiles #1. This is a 16-page character case file. So this is through Necro's reporting. Their character dossier, more or less, based on evaluations of these different beings, these different cryptids and humans, to some extent. That's a fun one. I hope we get to that. It's a $75,000 stretch goal, though. I'm setting that high because it's going to be comic book size. So it's a whole nother book to put out. But it'd be cool if we get to that. The creative team bonus. So I'm going to double the pay of the entire creative team if we reach 100K. So these are all kind of like pie in the sky sort of stretch goal bonuses, but they'll be worth it for everybody involved. But that's it for the stretch goal bonuses. We got a whole bunch of things already unlocked if you're a physical perk backer, especially. And there's more to come. So that's about it. We got the biggest reveal tonight is the advertising perks are now available if you want to go get them. You're getting privy to that early. So I'm not going to announce that. I'm not going to send out the newsletter till tomorrow. This is the only place that's getting announced right now. So if you were someone who wanted to take out advertising, advertise your services, if you're running a show, a convention, do that, a store, your YouTube channel, your comic book, whatever it may be, your eBay store. As long as it's like a family-friendly ad, as long as there's no strong language, as long as there's no nudity on it, because King Cryptid is a series that a lot of kids read as well. You always want your advertising to be relatively family-friendly and safe, even if it still is advertising something that might be for an older audience thematically, But anything like that is fine to advertise. I guess I should say it, but I don't think I have to, because there's no one that's like this anyway that's taking out advertising on these books. I mean, I don't want to put any kind of ad that's promoting something awful, like, go do something horrible to someone. No one's been stupid enough or hateful enough to do anything like that. No one like that exists over here anyway, so I don't need to say anything like that, but I feel like, hey, might as well throw it out there. But everyone's been great. Most of the ads are just for people's comics that they're making, or sometimes a YouTube channel. And I think that we've had maybe one or two that were like comic shops, and then of course like Midnight Mausoleum. That's a TV show, so we've had them taking out ads a bunch. But there's no one horrible that's taking out ads to do horrible things. And if that's the case, I'm refusing it. But we always get really good, solid, fun advertising within the pages of the Alterna books. And yeah, well, thank you guys. Hit the like if you're enjoying the show. It's a pretty utilitarian show tonight. Just running down on the first day of InDemand on the King Cryptid campaign. We're super, super close to 20K. I hope we can hit that between today and tomorrow. That'd be great. And yeah, I want that crown as well, man. Oh, something else to reveal. I'm gonna have a moonstone. That's gonna be the full moon perk for the blue moon of August. Is gonna be a moonstone die cut glow in the dark sticker, and it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit onto. You could actually, if you wanted to, you could peel it off, and it'll fit onto that crown, that paper crown, if and when we get that paper crown produced. So this way you can run around with the powers of King Cryptid, more or less. Or do whatever you want. It'll be a cool glow-in-the-dark sticker. If we don't have the paper crown. But that'll be available as a full moon for this month. I believe it's the 30th? No, the 31st. Well, the perk will go active on the 30th. So it'll be the 30th to September 1st. But the full moon of the month is supposed to be on the 31st of this month, the blue moon. And we're going to have that glow-in-the-dark moonstone die cut sticker for you guys. And again, if we do manage to unlock that paper crown and get 1,345 backers on this campaign by the time all is said and done, then that moonstone sticker will fit very nicely on that the paper crown of bones. So yeah, I hope we could get to it. Hey, what's up, Gen X? Hope you're doing well. We got Arnaud here too. What's up, Arnaud? Brian says, Pete, would you consider running a second chance campaign for King Cryptid on FMC when you are close to fulfillment? I might. I'm gonna run, or at least I want to run. I gotta still check for all the little whatnots on that site. I want to run the Alternaween campaign. If the Alternaween campaign goes smooth, easy breezy, then I will consider running some kind of a second chance thing on something eventually. If it's not King Cryptid, maybe it's just even some kind of other event or whatever. I usually don't offer like a second chance thing only because we put it right to the Alterna site. You know, so it feels kind of redundant to have like a second chance campaign when it's already on the Alterna site being offered. But you know, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to look into it and see how that goes, what our experiences is like doing the Alternaween campaign on there. And we'll see. Cole says, can I advertise my competing comic, Prince Paranormal? Yeah, go for it. That's fine. Heck, that would be a hell of a place to advertise it in, wouldn't it? You know, what better place to advertise Prince Paranormal than in the pages of King Cryptid? But that's the thing, is that a lot of people go, oh, I can advertise my comic in the Alterna comics? Yeah, totally. You know, maybe at other publishers they'd be like, oh, no, you're a competition, you know, you're competing with our books. Get in on it, you know. Let's have people see your books in the pages of ours, and maybe you can get some readers out of it, you know. It wasn't that dumb, Cole. Wasn't that dumb. It made me chuckle. Arnaud says King Cryptid looks great. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I love this scroll here of the covers. Let's see here. Thank you, appreciate that as well. Yeah, I wanna give it a fair shake with Alternaween, see how they handle that campaign. It's a very small campaign. We're just gonna have the all ages bundle, the young adult and all ages, and then the mixed, which is the mature, all ages, and young adult. And it's like 25 comics in a stack, you know. Basically what we do every year with Alternaween stuff, and then they're deep discounted so that they'd be something like $15 to $18 plus shipping, something like that. And we'll see. Hopefully it does well on Fund My Comic. I'm very curious as to how everything gets set up, and then what the process is like, and raising money on there and everything else. But from what I've heard, people enjoy it. So you know, they've got that add quantity feature or something like that now. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, right now on the Alterna site, this is the big thing. This is not available. The full page inside back cover and inside front cover ads are not available on Indiegogo. They're only available on the Alterna site. But this campaign is still up and running on Indiegogo. So if you do want to back the campaign, you don't want to get ads, that's cool. You just want to get the books, go for it. We got it on Indiegogo, and we've got it on the Alterna site. So there you go. And if you haven't yet, If you're completely and utterly new to King Cryptid, download that sampler. You get a 32-page sampler downloaded. So you get all the covers. You can see what they look like, nice and big. And then you get preview pages for each issue. You get 5 preview pages for 1 to 4. And then you get 1 preview page for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You get 1 each. And then you get to see it and see how it reads out and everything else. You know, maybe you want to even pick up the digital bundle. So if you're international as well, you can get digital copies, 5 to 9. And then the same thing goes on the other site. It's the same pricing, but if you do get digital on 1 to 4, where is that? It's over here. If you get the digital on 1 to 4, you can download that tonight. So you can read the digital copies tonight. In a couple of weeks, I'm probably just going to put them singularly available in the digital section here. And then the last thing, this doesn't have anything to do with King Cryptid, but we've got a dollar bin now on the site for books that are clearing out or books that are very few of left. And then we have trading cards up. So if you missed any of the Alterna series trading cards over the course of a couple of years, because these were all free bonuses for backers. But if you missed any, we had a lot of people going, man, I missed, 1, 2, 3, whatever it was. And we still have a bunch. So might as well get them to you guys. So if you missed it, here's a second chance to get it. You can also get the Alterna foil cards too. Keep in mind the Alterna foil cards are far more limited than the regular series cards. But these are all up as well on the Alterna site. So that's it. Looks like almost an hour, 57 minutes. JW says, is there an ending to the King Cryptid story you're leading to? In a way, yes, but no, not really. So the story, there's a lot of things that happen within the story. But it's one of those stories where it's not about the ending, it's about the journey. There's going to be a lot of stories with King Cryptid. I mean, like I said, I want to tell over 100 issues easily. And by the time we get to issue 100, there's probably going to be another 100 that I could tell. If I'm releasing on average 4 to 5 a year, and maybe at one point in time, if I'm releasing 2 King Cryptid campaigns a year, let's say, which might happen. That might happen. So if I release, let's say, 8 to 10 issues a year, we'll get even closer to that 100 issue mark and faster. But I'm not racing towards the end. There's so much story here. There's so many characters. There's so many things that are occurring. There's so many layers to the story. There's so many different things along the way that occur. There's so many things that happen within the series that develop the characters, the world around them, that I'm not in any hurry to get to an ending. And I think by the time we get even to like issue 20, there's going to be a lot of people that won't want it to end. And if anything, they're going to want more characters and more stories and more things to happen and more things to play out. And I'm there for it. So as far as, racing to an ending or having the ending in mind, to me, I mean, the ending is essentially King Cryptid's been here. He's probably always going to be here. It's kind of like King Cryptid has grown those around him, the friends around him, but has also made a lot of enemies as well along the way. And what plays out during the course of events, we're going to see a lot of characters come and go. We're going to see a lot of changes occur to the world around King Cryptid. But in terms of a finite ending, it turns into, well, is he going to die? Is that kind of a thing going to play out? I'll tell you right now, King Cryptid's not going to die in that way, shape, or form for the ending of the series. That's just, to me, that just feels like, wow, what was all of this for if he just ends up dying? So there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, and there's a lot of things that are going to go down. But if this is a series, and I know some people might be like, oh, I want to stay away from this series and if it doesn't end. But all I could think is the inspiration for a lot of the storytelling within this series goes back to everything I ever loved about comics, everything I ever loved about animation, and all the different animated series out there. You know, sometimes those shows or those books just ended, and that was that. It wasn't like a big finite, this was the whole purpose of this whole thing. There was a lot of things along the way that those stories led up to, but rushing to the ending wasn't part of it. You know, so it was more about like, wow, all these different characters, all these different stories, all these different things that occurred. You know, it's about enjoying that. So that's primarily the whole purpose of this series. It's a lot of issues to get to, and it's more about having fun with all those issues and all the different things that happen throughout the course of it. And yeah, big time spoiler. If you're reading King Cryptid to hope that you just see King Cryptid die, you know, now will he die? I mean, you know, will he die on and off again in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, probably. That's just kind of the way that is. You know, but there's going to be definitely certain characters that do pass away throughout the course of the series. And when characters pass away, unless there is something about that character specifically that makes them come back from the dead, or something is done in terms of magic or whatever, because magic comes at a cost. Keep that in mind. Magic always comes at a cost. So if there's magic used to revive a character or resurrect a character, something is being done that is going to have a great impact on something else or someone else. So keep that in mind. But there's so many different things to this series, so many different things, and it's more about all the different stories we could tell, all the different things we could do, all the different themes we could touch upon, all the characters we can have fun with, and the world that we can continue to grow, because it is going to grow at a relatively exponential rate. Once we hit probably around issue 20 or so, there's a couple of things that happen, within the series that we start even leaving New England, more or less. And there's a couple of things that occur that I don't want to spoil yet as to what leads to that. So, reader willing, like I said, I got 100 issues to tell. And then once we get to, 100 issues, I got 100 more. I know that's how it's going to be. So ending it turns more or less into, when am I going to die? Not to get morbid. But King Cryptid is going to outlive me. That's for sure. I'll say that. Let's see, what Geeks do says, my local comic store in southern New Jersey carries Alterna, and the store is like an old school store. I love it. Oh, awesome. I wonder if that's the store I'm thinking of. You don't need to say it if you don't want to. You don't need to say the store. But if you do want to say the store, cool. We'll give them a shout out. Pastmaster says, link to King Cryptid is posted at the top of the chat. Thank you, Pastmaster. Appreciate that. Brian says, will there be any Josh Howard King Cryptid collaboration down the road? Probably not. Only because Josh is so busy too. Josh is super busy with a million things. So I'd say probably not. And for no reason other than that. If Josh stops being super busy, maybe I'll tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, you want to draw a back cover or, whatever? What Geeks do says, you're great, Pete, though we never met. Feels like we're friends. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Jeez. So kind. Brian says, King Cryptid final panel is him walking back into the woods, looking over his shoulder, giving a thumbs up. To be perfectly honest, it's way closer to that. It's way closer to that than King Cryptid dying, Yeah, it's way closer to King Cryptid, essentially. Like standing atop the mountain, and looking over the world, and something about how he's always going to be there, that kind of a thing, watching over us. It is an odyssey. It really is. It's about the journey. You know, it's about the journey and about the characters involved and about the world. Giving a story like this, because this story is not plot centric in terms of the overall story. Each issue is plot centric. Each issue is plot driven with character development throughout. But the overall story is not focused on King Cryptid must accomplish this objective, or this happens. You know, so he's not like racing the clock for the overall thing. We're just seeing his life play out and the life of those around him. You know, so the same way that we're not constantly, at least most of us anyway, are not constantly racing towards death and an ending for our own story. If anything, we're constantly trying to find ways to prolong our story, to tell more of our own story. And that's basically what King Cryptid is. King Cryptid is the same way. I'm going to constantly try to figure out ways to tell more of his story and the world around him. And sometimes we'll have issues that we get away from King Cryptid. They won't feature him all too much because we're building up other characters and other events that play into King Cryptid's life, instead of doing, you know, exposition heavy issues where we introduce a character and then they explain all this really cool stuff that should have been an issue instead. You know, so we'll have things like that every now and then, but it won't be constant. You know, maybe like 1 out of every 5 to 6 issues maybe is an issue that doesn't feature heavily King Cryptid. But most of the series, absolutely most of the series, revolves around King Cryptid's in a certain situation with certain people, and how did they get into that situation and how do they get out of it? You know, so it's more about that. It's the fun of stories. But it's definitely not, I'm not trying to purposefully erase him or anyone else. Although there's others within the stories that are. And how does he get away with it? How does he get out of it? You know, how does he survive certain scenarios? How do certain people and certain creatures and cryptids that he meets, what factor do they play in his life? Are they trying to help him or hurt him? Are they trying to advance a certain cause for certain other individuals, or are they trying to just live their own life? They all have their own motivations. They all have their own path. So that's the fun part about a story like this. We get to see all of that. Ruby says, I like that in issue 2 with the wolf and King Cryptid's Moonstone. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. We'll see more of both of those things in the series very, very soon. Issue 7 in particular, which is on this campaign. What Geek says, Conquest Comics is a store. Yeah, Conquest Comics. That's exactly the store I thought. That's a good store. Good store. Man, oh man. I love it when it's a good store, because I hate it whenever it's a bad one. When it's a bad store, I'm like, oh man. But no, that's a good store. That's exactly who I thought it was. Fantastic. Perfect store. Great store. Conquest Comics, give them a hello from me and let them know that I really appreciate them in their store and their customers that they help out at their store. I get every now and then I get a good message about Conquest Comics, and it's always great hearing that. I've never heard a bad word. They've always been a pleasure to deal with. Adam says, I kind of picture the last KC panel with him walking away holding his fist in the air. It's closer to that. It's closer to that, you know? I can't help it. It's closer to that. That's the series in a nutshell. If I ever had to end it, because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to wrap up this in 5 minutes and then go back to packing. If I ever have to end the series, it'll end with a purpose, and it'll end with something that's closer to that. That thing where you put that book down and you're just like, yeah, I'm glad I read that series. You know, like King Cryptid's out there fighting the good fight, and forever shall he be. You know, I'd rather have that, and that's how that would be if I had to end the series. You know, so, and even if something, God forbid, ever happens to me and I don't get to end the series like that, all of you, that's how I would end the series. Keep that in mind. Arnaud says, boom, backed. Appreciate that, Arnaud. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, Gen X is wink at the camera, cryptid style. Seriously, yeah, closer to that. Closer to that. A hopeful kind of, he's a force for good and forever shall he be. Gray Wolf says, Hail chat, what's up? Thank you for joining us, but I am saying goodbye very soon. But thank you anyway for coming on here tonight and saying hello. Past Master says, Pete, wax poetic, Samedi. I have a tendency to. AL, what's up, AL? Thank you for joining tonight. Again, I hate that I have to say goodbye, but I got to get back to doing my works. Packing up the orders for wonderful people like yourself. And I do. I want to wrap that up. The more I can wrap up all of that and get that done with fulfillment, and also getting orders out to you guys just in general, the more I can get back to making some art and creating some stories. Cole King says, "Good stream, brother. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Absolutely." Okay, so before I go, one quick thing about the show. We have a lot of stuff going on this month, and by we I mean me and you, I guess, too, because you're going to be watching. Hopefully you should. There's a lot of good stuff. So let's see, tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern I've got Nerium does the book Bonds, which is a werewolf book. So I'll be talking to her tomorrow about werewolves and folklore and werewolves in folklore. And then tomorrow as well at 7:00 Eastern. These are all Eastern times, just to preface it. I'm on Andy Smith's channel talking to him about King Cryptid. And then at 9:30, I'm on Irene Strakowski's channel, Rini Draws. I'm going to be on her channel. Looks like she's feeling better. Last week she had some con crud from the Tampa Bay show that she was at, and now she's feeling better, so I'm going to be on her channel tomorrow, 9:30. So Wednesday, 1:00 show. That's tomorrow, of course. And then Thursday, 1:00 show as well with Russ Leach. Russ is going to be on the channel. He's going to be on Comic Book Radio. I talked to him about his comic book illustration. He's got a great old school comic book illustration style. He's got that book Only Death Can Save Us. So he'll be on the show on Thursday, and then I'll be on Billy Tucci's Pop XP channel at 8:00 on Thursday night, and then on Michael Bancroft's channel at 9:00. Then on Friday, I'm going to be on the Alterna channel at 1:00 doing a Fan Friday show to give you guys even more of an update on the various Alterna books and a bunch of other things at Alterna. And then Saturday night, I've got Kelsey Shannon back on the show. We're going to talk about artist intelligence versus artificial intelligence. And then Sunday, I've got Michael Bancroft on the show. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of ancient ruins, the Lucent, all of that good stuff. Oh, man, I told you, this week alone is like, it takes my breath away. Next week, I'm looking at the calendar. I got a calendar on the side. Man, oh, man. I can't do a whole rundown. I've got someone like every day next week. So basically, I've got someone every day next week. Some notable guests. I mean, they're all notable. They're all great. I've got Neon from Clownfish TV. I've got, man, oh man, Matt Moylan from Udon Publishing. I'm seeing them, but the calendar is far away enough that I've got scribble writing. And now I can't make out some of my scribbles. All I got to say is we got a lot of really great people, and September is starting to fill out too. So the rest of August is really filled out. We got a lot of great people coming on the show. If you enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. You don't want to miss any of these interviews with these creators and whatnot on the channel. I'm also going to be reaching out to various people within the paranormal community too over time. Try to get some on in September and October. Wish me luck. Maybe I can. We can have some interesting conversations on the channel. What Geeks Do says, great stream. Hail, Rini Rocks got Fiendish #1. There you go. This is great lineup. And then, yeah, Clownfish. Yeah, we got a bunch of people coming up. I've been friends with those Geeky and Neon for a couple of years, so they're super busy too. We've been trying to work something out for months to get either of us on either's channel. It looks like the stars are aligning for Sunday the 20th, so we'll have Neon here. But yeah, we got all kinds of other great guests on the show, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, thank you guys. I'm going to be taking off. Got orders to pack, all that good stuff. Everybody take it easy. Have a wonderful night, and I will be seeing you perhaps multiple times tomorrow. Everyone, 1 o'clock tomorrow, and then I'll be on Andy Smith at 7 and Rini at 9:30. Everybody take it easy, and see you then.